Hello everybody, this is Uma, Professor of Mathematics, Department of Science and Humanities, Hindustan College of Engineering and Technology. In this video, we are going to see Lagrange's linear equation, how to solve the Lagrange's linear equation. First of all, let us see what is Lagrange's linear equation. The type of Lagrange's equation is Pt plus Qq equal to R, where that capital letters P, Q, R are functions of x, y, z. Of course, small letter p is nothing but the partial derivative with respect to x, and q is nothing but partial derivative with respect to y. Yes, this is the standard form of Lagrange's linear equations. Once we are getting this linear equation, how to solve that will be first to get the subsidiary equation. What is the subsidiary equation? So it is written here dx by t equal to dy by q equal to dz by r. So that is the subsidiary equation. So you have to find out the subsidiary equation, then you should find out the solution. So there are two types we have to get the solution. One is method of grouping, the other one is method of multipliers. So let us take one problem, and here we are going to use a multiplier method to solve the Lagrange's linear equation. So we are taking the problem x into z square minus y square of t plus y into x square minus z square into q equal to z into y square minus x square. Yes. So first of all, we have to see whether it is in standard form of Lagrange's linear equation. What is the standard form? P into P plus Q into Q equal to R. That is capital PQR should be functions of X, Y, Z. Of course, it is now given in the standard form only. So, what is our capital P? The coefficient of small letter p. So, capital P will be x into z square minus y square. Capital Q is y into x square minus z square. And R is z into y square minus x square. Therefore, we'll use subsidiary equation to get the solution. So, we are finding subsidiary equation. Dx by t equal to dy by q equal to dz by r. So, dx by, we are substituting capital letters p, q, r. So, if we substitute, we'll get dx by x into z square minus y square equal to dy by y into x square minus z square equal to dz by z into y square minus x square. So, we have found out the subsidiary equation. Now, we are going to use the multiplier methods to get the solution. There are two types of solutions we have to find out. One is C1 using one multiplier. Another one is C2 using the other set of multipliers. Okay. So, what is that multiplier? What is the purpose of that multiplier means? So, when can you say a given group of set of elements has a multiplier means you have to multiply both numerator and denominator by that multiplier and add both numerator and denominator. The denominator should become 0. Then only we can say that that given set of element is a multiplier. So we have to select those elements in such a manner that if you multiply and add in the denominator values, you should get 0. Here I have tried x, y, z. So multiply x in the first ratio, x dx, denominator is x square into z square minus y square. Second term, dy by y into x square minus z square, you multiply by y. So we get y dy by y square into x square minus z square. Third term, dz. So z dz by z square into y square minus x square. So if we multiply both numerator and denominator after multiplying x, y, z respectively in the first, second and third ratio, the denominator becomes 0. Hence we can say that x, y, z may be a multiplier. Yes. So once the denominator 0 means the solution will be the integral of numerator. So the integral of numerator is integral of x dx plus integral of y dy plus integral of z dz equal to C1. So what is that integral x dx? X square by 2 plus integral y dy y square by 2 integral z dz z square by 2. So that gives the first solution. Or you can simplify that and you can simply say that x, since 2 is the common term, you can bring to the other side. So it becomes x square plus y square plus z square is one constant, that we can have it as a one of the solution. Next, we'll try to find the other set of multipliers. Let us try with 1 by x, 1 by y, 1 by z. Yes, as in the previous case, first term you multiply by 1 by x, second term you multiply by 1 by y, third term you multiply by 1 by z. Add it. So the numerator is 1 by x dx plus 1 by y dy plus 1 by z dz, and the denominator becomes 0. Hence, the other set of solution is integral of the numerator 1 by x dx plus 1 by y dy plus 1 by z dz equal to 0. What is the integral of 1 by x? Log x. Integral of 1 by y? Log y. Integral of 1 by z dz is log z. Since all these are logarithmic, we can consider the constant of integration also as a logarithm, say log C2. Yes, that is the second equation. By the logarithmic properties, log x plus log y plus log z gives log of xyz, which is in the left side, and in the right side we have log C2. Cancelling log on both sides, we have xyz equal to C2. Therefore, the solution of the given Lagrange's linear equation is phi of C1 comma C2 equal to 0. C1 is x square plus y square plus z square and C2 is xyz. Hence, the solution is phi of x square plus y square plus z square comma xyz equal to 0. Let us consider another problem. Solve mz minus my into p plus nx minus lz into q equal to ly minus mx. So this is also in the standard Lagrange's form, where capital P is mz minus ny, capital Q is nx minus lz, capital R is ly minus mx. So the subsidiary equation is dx by p equal to dy by q equal to dz by r. So substituting p, q, r, we had the last equation. Okay, we have to find out the Lagrange's multiplier. Here let us try L, M, N. Both numerator and denominator in the first ratio you multiply by L, second by M and third by N. Add it, we'll get L dx plus M dy plus N dz equal divided by 0 you are getting. So the solution will be the integral of the numerator L dx plus M dy plus N dz equal to 0. So what is integral of L dx? L, M, N are nothing but constant values. So integral of L dx is Lx. Integral of M dy is My. Integral of N dz is Nz. That is equal to first values solution. Let us consider other Lagrange's multiplier as xyz. We'll try. So as usual, both numerator and denominator respectively you multiply by xyz add it, you'll get x dx plus y dy plus z dz by 0. So if we integrate it, the numerator, you will get integral of x dx is x square by 2, integral of y dy is y square by 2, integral of z dz is z square by 2. So all these are by 2. So let us have the constant of integration also by v by 2. Cancelling 2, we get x square plus y square plus z square equal to C2. So other set of solution is x square plus y square plus z square equal to C2. Hence, the general solution of the given problem is phi of C1 comma C2, that is phi of Lx plus My plus Nz comma x square plus y square plus z square equal to 0. Yes. Today, this video, we have seen what is Lagrange's equation and how to solve that using the multiplier method. Thank you.